Hey guys, welcome back. Illusion here with you again, like always, back for another episode of the DNS Tech Pack. So last episode, let me just kind of catch you up where I've been, what I've done. Last episode, we kind of have a combo episode of working on recapping the fusion reactor and setting up that new mob farm. Well, as far as the mob farm goes, I have some souls coming in. I mean, they're not coming in as fast as I initially expected, but they are coming in. I think I only had one zombie, now I got three. I know I only had one skeleton, now I got three. Two spiders, a creeper, and I actually got a witch. So I can definitely redesign the mob farm, or definitely start making some awakened draconium. Which, you know, that's 3, 6, 8. That's right there. I can do 2 sets right there, just with those 8 of them, and still hold on to the witch and the mob souls, in which they're still coming in. So that's fine. So that's that. As far as power, fusion reactor, we're at 75% full, just running off the turbines, and you can see that I have upgraded the solar neutron thingies. I actually doubled them, so we actually are almost. So that's at 3,200. That's at 3,200. You did remember there was a pretty good mismatch. Now I'm actually starting to equalize it a little bit. So that's cool. So I'm actually almost kind of ready just to kick it back on again. And I have been basically every time I log in, I'll just go ahead and queue up another ultimate induction cell, and just let it work while I'm working around. So I have 10 ready to go, and yeah, I mean, I just come in and just do that. I mean, it takes so much redstone and so much materials, and it takes like 30 minutes to craft. So, I'll go ahead and start another one. I mean, actually, well, yeah, I'll just go ahead and start. Let's start 2 more. So I'm trying to do it in even numbers. That way it's easier to build. But look at that, some 5,500 redstone, and that's the cheap version too. So, oh well, we got the resources for it, and I'll send it to my my good processor to get done. So onward you go. And then once I get ready to start up the fusion reactor, I mean, you guys seen me tore down the induction matrix before, so I'll just add in that materials and close it back up. Also, I told you a few episodes ago that I had been working on building up Ludicrite, which I have all 48 blocks ready to switch out the Enderium for Ludicrite. Maybe we'll do that too. That'll be fun. So that's kind of the recap. Quarry's finished. I got ores processing. Really, it's just processing. Actually, it's done processing the iron. Well, I guess it does. It has finished processing the iron. And now we're processing the shiny. I did have to make a change to this system. I was not getting enough oxygen throughput, so I actually had to switch it over to an ME network. And as you can see, kind of what's going on now. I put the electrolyte separators down below in the basement. I just kind of piped it in. But I just was having the issue with getting enough water in and getting oxygen out. It was a mess. So I sorted that out a couple nights ago off camera. And this, I believe we should be almost done processing all the ore. Oh, still got a lot of diamonds to process. And gold, 58 draconium. But those are all going through the rotary craft, which is running gold right now. And looks like you get about 2 hours worth of fuel. So pretty good. That's kind of... Aha! Look at that. So we broke in. Alright, so today what we're going to work on, we're going to start a little bit of a different mod. Been doing a lot of tech recently, and want to shift up gears a little bit, and we are going to switch over to the magic of blood magic. So remember in the my Cheaty world, I have those liquid orbs full of blood. Remember, I was kind of trying to figure out, you know, they were Tinker's Construct on Walia, but when you bucket it up, they were Mariculture, and then when you clicked it again, they were blood from blood magic, or life essence, I should say. So I made a little system up a couple nights ago where I can get rid of you now. Maybe sneak this in here real quick before it makes a mess. Okay. So basically what this does, I have an ender tank coming from that world and going into a floodgate. I only left one block space open, and I have an autonomous activator that sometimes it'll pick up Mariculture blood, but then a lot of times it'll pick up life essence. And then I have a filter coming up here, yanking out only blood essence, or only bucket of life, or life essence, sending it over here into a transposer, and then turning it into liquid, which sucks into the ME network, sends the bucket around, and starts it all over again. Now I had a much more complicated system, like much more, and it didn't work great. It didn't work hardly at all. Basically I took the whole, you know how this floodgate will work in a 3x3 area, or 8 blocks total. I had activators all the way around, and for some reason it was eating buckets. I gave it 150 buckets, ended up with 13. So I had to basically simplify this system a little bit, and you can see that this one, I gave this one 13 buckets, and it looks like it's 8, 9, 10, 11, so there's one moving around. So it's really kind of keeping track of the buckets, but I don't know how I lost over 140 buckets, or 130 something buckets. Just poof, gone. No idea. But this is working good. And you can see I got 745 buckets of life essence. And you can see it's ticking up very quickly. So that's that. So we're going to get into blood magic, and we are going to do it the Cheaty way. And when I mean Cheaty, not Cheaty, I'm just as overpowered as possible, I should say. So I did make an altar already because I wanted to test. I had to test, make sure that the Mariculture blood was not going to work, and it doesn't. I tried. That's right, unfortunately. Salt, 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 salt. Okay. So we're going to set it up over here. And with the, where do I want to put it over there? I kind of wanted to put it right here. That's what I wanted to do. No, that's not what I want. So I guess I need to tear down this water wheel. I mean, it's been supplying power to this side of the network for 20, 30 something episodes. Alright, so let me tear this down, sleep through the night, and be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. So I got everything set up over here. Ran some ME cable over so we can export some blood. Okay. So that should be rolling pretty quick. And then I made up some strong boxes, some Steve's Factory Manager stuff. I apologize if you hear some noise outside. Very obnoxious neighbors are doing something out there. In fact, it woke me up 2 days ago. Monday? Today's Wednesday. Anyway. Alright. So we have blood exporting here. We might have to throw some speed upgrades in there. And we're going to automate the hell out of this. So, you know, we could stand here and get the little sacrificial orb and go all emo on ourselves, but no, I can't be bothered to do all that. We're going to go overpowered. What I'm going to do, throw a stack of stone in here. And I need to make sure that this is going to work right. And then we're going to use Steve's Factory Manager to both insert stones in here, put them into the altar, and then yank them back out, move them over here to make all of our all of our slates. I'm sorry, that's what I should say. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Let me just drop some acceleration cards in there. I didn't mean to grab 4. I only meant 5. Let that guy be filling up. And let me spend a little bit of time coding up this real quick. So I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So I've been fiddling with this just for a few minutes just to get it running right like I want to. So, got the fluid export pus pumping in there. Now one thing you have to realize about these blood altars is they have like 2 or 3 tanks. And the top tank right here, the crafting tank, is different from the internal tank. So it's a little bit weird. So like if I would sit here and do the sacrificial orb, it'd go to the top tank. But since I'm pumping in here, it goes into the internal buffer tank. Now there is a transfer between the two that's capped at, according to the wiki, 20 LP a second, which is not much. But you can augment those with runes of dislocation. So you gotta kind of be okay with being slow at first, but that's why we have automation, because I'm going to sit here and leave this and walk away. So let me show you my code real quick. So I got a trigger, and my interval is every 60 seconds, so it's going to take 1 minute to 1 complete circuit. I did have this flow on here. I'm saving this for a little bit later. This is going to be down the road. So I'm going to have a condition. My condition is it's going to check the hardest strong buck, which is 740, which is the one over here, to see if there are, what, wrong one again. $12 blank slates. Okay, I just used 12 because I thought it would be a good idea. And if that is true, do nothing. If you do not have 12 slates in here, grab a piece of stone from the strong box and stick it in the blood altar. And then I have this set on a 1 second interval to always be checking the blood altar, checking here, taking it out of the altar, and putting it back in the completed chest. Pretty cool. One other thing I got set is this only will yank 1 piece of stone out at a time. That way I don't have a bunch of stone in there at one time. So basically, to keep 12 pieces of blank slate in here, it's going to take 12 minutes. So I can just do that. Again, it's going to take the 1 minute to check it again. And then we'll be able to walk away from this. Now, as we progress through the code, I will just keep adding in conditions here. So basically, this condition for blank slates. So when this becomes true, then I'll go to another condition. Okay, so this will be reinforced slate. And then when that's false, it'll go down the same line. So you can see it'll kind of build off of each other. It's a really cool way to automate this thing. Not really something I've seen before, but it does work. I'm almost positive it works. And then we will have our blood altar in here, and we should have enough room to at least go to tier 5-ish. I might have to slide it over that way a little bit, but that's okay. I at least want to get this guy running. And let me show you, show it to you real quick. And then I'll change this back to 60. Well, I got 2 in there. And you can see it's working, crafting, and then once it's finished crafting, I'm going to yank it back into the other strongbox. What I may do is I may have several strong boxes here, like, you know, this strong box will only have blanks, this one will only have reinforced, this one will have demonic, and all the other ones are. But this is automated, no sacrificial orb or knife orb involved, and it'll be completely automated. But I do want some of those runes of dislocation. Let's see how augmented capacity I'm not worried about. Okay, so those are imbued slates. So we'll need at least a tier 3 altar, which with this system right here really won't take long. So what I may be able to do is I may be able to drop this down to 30 seconds. And just kind of speed up the process a little bit. I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to craft with the whole blood transfer thing. I just didn't know. So I just, you know, started off at a minute, and I can walk it down, kind of fine tune it a little bit. In fact, what I may be able to do, let's do every 20 seconds. Doesn't matter if there's multiple in there at one time, because this, it'll always be checking for what's complete and what's not, and yank them all out. I just didn't want a whole like stack in there because it takes so long to craft a stack. And boom, yanked out, and then new one should be placed in any second. Any second there. Yes. Still 20 seconds. 4. Oh. Awesome. So let's go make our first. Well, I don't have an orb, do I? Sigil. Which one is it? Sigil. Sight. Yeah, it did take an orb. That's what I thought. So, just a diamond, which we can do. Diamond. And, let's craft. Oh, it won't let me. We'll just put those in there. I didn't think this was going to work for a second because it wasn't pumping any fluid or pumping any blood, and so I brought a tank out and a resonant servo, and I was going to do it like that, and then I realized I forgot to hook up the ME cable. Just maybe, I mean, just a little bit. I mean, no big deal, right? The bucket away. So that'll craft. So that'll be it today. I am going on a trip tomorrow, so I'll be out of town for like 10 days. So I do not have enough backlog recorded. So I'm going to try to crank out one more video like super quickly, and it'll probably be a short one because I don't have much time today to get ready to go. So I will see you guys probably soon. Probably, you know, apologize for the shortage of videos for this little period, but I'll get back in town on the 7th, August 7th, so I'll get some videos back up after that. So I'll see you soon.